Okay, last things. You wrote a white paper that I love. I think this is, in my opinion, honestly, Tom, and I don't mean any offense by this. I don't know how you feel about your own literature. This one's my favorite, hands down. I think it was the easiest to read. I've read it multiple times. And there's one line in here on the first page that I don't want to quote your own reading to you, but I want to ask you about this. It says, income annuities offer features others can't. High cash flow, uncorrelated market returns, retirement alpha in the form of mortality credits, which only life insurance companies can manufacture, longevity hedging, and liquidity hedging. Okay, so two things in there that most people have never heard of, mortality credits and retirement alpha, which I think is the title of the white paper, Retirement Alpha, How Mortality Credits Can Improve Your Outcome in Retirement. Can you talk about this for a second and just talk about what is retirement alpha, what are mortality credits, and why are they important to people who are considering retirement?
Well, you're really going to like this, Danny. We just updated that. So we just took it up through 2019. So you're going to really love the update. I love it. I think it's maybe the best piece that I've ever done. I really do. And wow. I think you're going to see more of it because we're going to partner with some other organizations to co-brand it and everything else. But so every check you get from an insurance company is composed of three parts when it's from an annuity. One part is principal. Anybody can give you principal. One part is interest. Anybody can give you interest. But the third part is the secret sauce. This is why you've got to use an annuity, because you can't get these mortality credits from stocks or bonds or Bitcoin or real estate. And it's these mortality credits. It's extra money from the risk pool, the older you are and the longer you live. And I had another advisor who said, I call mortality credits other people's money. He says, I work with a bunch of baby boomers. They haven't saved enough money. The only shot they got is if I pool them with a bunch of other baby boomers who haven't saved enough money. And the ones that die early, some of their money goes to the ones that live longer. And so everybody will make it for the rest of their life if they pool their money together. And that's the whole strategy around these income annuities. It's risk pooling. And you get extra money the longer you live and the older you are. And so no other product gives this to you. Only income annuities can do that for you. And they work differently with the different annuities. So like with a SPIA, a single premium immediate annuity, or a DIA, deferred income annuity, every check you get is part principal, part interest, and part mortality credit. Yeah. With a fixed indexed annuity or a variable annuity, it works differently. There, if a person puts in $100,000 and turns on the income rider, well, guess what? The $100,000 could go to zero at some point. It will after some point, but the income doesn't stop. The income keeps getting paid as long as they're alive. Well, what's paying this income if there's no more money in the account? That's the mortality credits. That's the stuff that guarantees you will never, ever, ever run out of money. And the thing that people don't understand about mortality credits is they already experienced it. You experience it with life insurance, and I'll explain it this way. If you're 20 years old, you can buy $1 million policy, life insurance policy, for $25 a month. You can write one check for $25, step in front of a bus. The insurance company will pay your beneficiary $1 million. Now, how can they afford to pay $1 million if they only got one check for $25? Right. Well, because they got 999 other 25-year-olds still paying their premiums, and they didn't step in front of a bus. Because the odds of you dying when you're young are very low. The reason these annuities can pay 10, 11, 12, 13, 14% guaranteed is because they know a 90-year-old, not all the 90-year-olds are going to live to be 105. Some of them are going to die, the next year. And so because of this risk pooling, they can pay older people more than what they probably should, and they give people lower premiums on their life insurance when they're young because it's all actuarially calculated. Again, I'm not making this up. It's all math and science. It's all actuarially calculated.
That's incredible. And that contributes to the retirement alpha of somebody trying to. So that quote you read was from the Financial Research Corporation of Boston. They wrote a white paper. You can still find it. You can Google income annuities improve portfolio outcomes. That's the name of it. Income annuities improve portfolio outcomes. It's still out there on the web. And they called these mortality credits a new form of alpha. See, alpha is the extra return that a fund manager brings. Like, if Warren Buffett knows what to buy, what to sell, when to buy, when to sell, if he does better than the S&P 500, he's considered bringing alpha to the portfolio. Well, they said these mortality credits are a new form of alpha, retirement alpha, that you cannot get from stocks or bonds or real estate, and they can't give it to you. And so that's why I named the title of that white paper Retirement Alpha, because people haven't heard of it.